While out shopping she happens to notice the earrings her best friend gave her, and when compared to the ones in the store, the craftsmanship looks incredibly rough. It's painfully obvious that the earrings her friend gave her are cheap knockoffs not even worth calling replicas. What cuts even deeper is that her friend specifically told her to make sure she wears those earrings to the class reunion. Clearly her friend wants her to be humiliated in front of all their old classmates by wearing a pair of fakes and become the laughingstock of the whole event. But even knowing the earrings are fake, Jaewon still wears them to the reunion. Her polished look instantly draws everyone's attention, leaving her friend Sumin completely stunned, with jealousy burning fiercely inside her. But this is only the beginning of Jaewon's revenge plan. The day before the reunion, Jaewon had been agonizing over what to wear, searching through her entire closet for the perfect outfit, but couldn't find anything that satisfied her. Then a phone call saved her. On the other end was Hyun, the first friend she made at work after her new beginning. Hyun enthusiastically invites her to go shopping and unwind, and Jaewon happily agrees. Their friendship started with a small act of kindness. In the company restroom, Hyun had an accident and stained her pants. Jaewon didn't hesitate to lend her jacket, and that's how they became friends. And while waiting for Hyun, Jaewon noticed a pair of earrings in a luxury store window that looked exactly like the ones her friend had given her, which is how she uncovered her friend's true malicious intentions. Then Hyun showed Jaewon the earrings she was wearing herself. The luster on those was what real luxury earrings look like. To thank Jaewon for her earlier kindness, Hyun takes her to a top-tier private styling studio. Stepping into such an upscale place for the first time, Jaewon feels a bit nervous and out of place, but Hyun moves around like she owns the place.
갑자기 스타일이 너무 바뀌면 내가 다시 태어났나 하고 오해할 수도 있으니까.
Those words hit Jaewon like a bolt of lightning. She grabs Hyun's arm and says with determination in her eyes that what she wants is exactly that feeling of being reborn. In her past life her face had gone pale from chemotherapy, and she looked withered and broken. In this life she's going to take back all the beauty and confidence that was stolen from her. Under the skilled hands of top designers and makeup artists, a complete head-to-toe transformation begins when Jaewon steps out of the fitting room in her carefully chosen outfit. Everyone in the room is completely blown away. The reflection in the mirror shows someone Jaewon herself barely recognizes, confident, elegant, and radiant. Then Hyun picks out several more outfits for Jaewon, in different styles, from elegant gowns to sharp tailored suits. Jaewon can pull off every single one, completely shedding her old plain and dull image. While picking out accessories, a pink handbag catches Jaewon's eye. She remembers clearly that in her past life her husband Min-won used her cancer settlement money to buy that very bag for her best friend Sumin. But to keep those painful memories from tainting this fresh start, Jaewon ultimately decides to pass on it. While Jaewon is going through her transformation, her current boyfriend and past life husband Min-won is out camping and having fun with another woman. He purposely silences his phone and ignores the dozens of missed calls from Jaewon. He even badmouths her in front of his friends, calling her dead weight, saying once she's no longer useful he'll drop her without a second thought. That night Jaewon gets a message from Sumin, reminding her again to show up on time tomorrow, and to be sure to wear those fake earrings, to make absolutely sure. Sumin even calls her when Jaewon mentions that she went shopping with Hyun today. Sumin on the other end can barely hide her jealousy upon hearing Jaewon has made a new friend. In Sumin's twisted world, Jaewon is supposed to be isolated by everyone and dependent only on her. Then Sumin shifts gears, and in a nearly pleading tone, makes a shameless request. She wants Jaewon to put her name on a proposal. In her past life that very proposal which Jaewon had slaved over all night, was stolen by Sumin, and used as a stepping stone for her promotion. In this life Jaewon already sees through her tricks, and doesn't let her get away with it. But Sumin is shameless enough to ask for it outright. Jaewon though is no longer the pushover she used to be.
미안. 다음에 좋은 아이디어 있으면 줄게.
She also sternly warns Sumin that at work she is her supervisor, and tells her to watch her attitude, then hangs up without another word. Sumin is completely dumbfounded on the other end. She can't understand why the Jaewon who always did everything she said has suddenly become so firm. But Sumin isn't about to take no for an answer. She knows that manager Kim at the company is a sleaze, so she sets up a meeting with him, hoping to get her hands on Jaewon's proposal. A single flirtatious glance is enough to make the manager lose his mind. He's completely smitten, and starts imagining what to name their future kids. Blinded by lust, he agrees to Sumin's request without any hesitation, and crosses out Jaewon's name on the proposal, replacing it with Sumin's. On the day of the reunion, Sumin arrives early, and starts putting on a show. She plays the victim twisting the truth to their old classmates, claiming she kindly got Jaewon a job at the company. But Jaewon repaid her kindness with betrayal, by stealing Min-won, the man she secretly loved. With her dramatic embellishments, the clueless classmates all feel sorry for her, and are already hostile toward the incoming Jaewon. Once she's sure the narrative is in her control, Sumin pretends to be the kind one, asking everyone not to bring it up when Jaewon arrives.
뭐 하지 마는데?
Then Sumin smugly calls Jaewon, urging her to hurry over. She can't wait to see Jaewon in those fake earrings, looking cheap, and being humiliated by everyone's stares. Little does she know Jaewon has already prepared for this.
벌써 왔어, 네 뒤에.
Everyone turns to look, and their jaws collectively drop. Jaewon walks in wearing an elegant white gown, with flawless makeup and an air of refinement, like a dazzling star. she instantly steals the spotlight. The male classmates who used to ignore her are now falling over themselves to get her attention, saving her the best seat, while Sumin, who orchestrated all this, is left in shock. Just then, a girl who used to bully Jaewon can't hold back, and calls Jaewon shameless for copying Sumin's earrings. This is exactly the humiliation Sumin has been waiting for. But things take a turn she never expected, because the male classmates notice the earrings are different. Jaewon's look much more premium, while Sumin's look far inferior.
와, 따라섰나 보네. 수민아, 진품을 사야지.
Turns out before she left, Hyeon had lent Jaewon her authentic earrings, and side by side the difference is obvious. Sumin plotted and schemed, but never expected Jaewon to already see through her plan. The trap she carefully set only ends up catching herself. The role she wanted Jaewon to play, the clown wearing fakes, is now being performed by none other than Sumin herself. In this round, Jaewon barely lifted a finger, and turned Sumin into the laughingstock, giving her a satisfying taste of long overdue payback. Then Jaewon excuses herself to go to the restroom, because she remembers clearly, in her past life after being humiliated by everyone, she used to hide in the farthest stall and cry, but overheard them talking about the real reason they bullied her back then. But right when she got to the crucial part, they caught her. In this life, she walks into the restroom on purpose, closes the farthest stall door and waits quietly. Sure enough, those same girls as in her past life arrogantly kick open each stall door one by one, looking for Jaewon to keep harassing her. Just as they're about to kick her door open, Jaewon slams it open from the inside. The loud bang and her commanding presence startles the girls at the door.
여 있었나? 와 없는 척하노? 욱수로.
그럼 내가 먼저 들어와 있는데 니네 왔다고 마중이라도 나가야 돼?
Just 2 sentences and they're left speechless. Then Jaewon demands to know why they bullied her back then. They say she's a copycat, who steals from Sumin. Using today's earring incident as proof, Jaewon doesn't flinch at all, and pulls out the fake earring Sumin gave her, along with the note card. Faced with the hard evidence, they still stubbornly believe that Jaewon stole Sumin's boyfriend Minwon. Jaewon can't help but laugh at this twisted version of reality. She pulls out her employee ID, proving she's the senior employee at the company, and Sumin is just an intern she recommended. To completely shatter the lies, she calls Minwon, and puts it on speaker.
진짜 강지원이 남자친구 맞아요?
안녕하세요. 저 강지원 남친구 박민현이라고 합니다.
This call finally makes them realize that they've been played by Sumin's lies all this time. But even with the truth out, the bully from high school still won't admit she was wrong. She chases after Jaewon in frustration, and blurts out the real reason they bullied her. She brings up a guy named Yoonho, claiming he was Sumin's boyfriend in high school, and that Jaewon got in the middle of them, as the homewrecker.
너 은호랑 사귀었어?
Because Sumin knows that Yoonho cut ties with everyone after graduation, and there's no way he'd show up at this reunion, so she insists that she did secretly date Yoonho. Just when Sumin thinks she has the upper hand, Yoonho appears.
다른 건 몰라도 하나는 확실히 말해줄 수 있는데 정수민하고 나 사귄 적 없어.
His arrival exposes Sumin's lies in front of everyone. As for why he's here, it all traces back to someone else, who's been quietly watching over Jaewon. That person is director Yoo Ji-hyuk. He found Yoonho beforehand, and asked him to come to the reunion, and that's where this episode ends. As for why director Yoo knows so much about Jaewon's past, and how his presence will affect Jaewon's revenge plan, we'll see you in the next one.